say ain't no good, and I'm crazy as a loon. Cause I shave my head in the morning, pick guitar in the afternoon. Just like old Chief and Charlie, I like to lay around in the shade. Well, I ain't got no money, but you better believe I got it made. Cause I ain't asking nobody for nothing if I can't get it on my own. If you don't like the way I'm living, just leave this bald-headed country boy alone.
Before this episode of the Josh Terry Podcast gets started, we want to thank all of our sponsors. 3B Construction and Roofing, Your Choice Healthcare, Lori's Dive-In, DPF Alternatives, and they have a new address, by the way. It is 288 Eatington Highway, Gray, Georgia, 31032. Nobles Networking, Project K9 Hero, who is a lifetime sponsor of the show. If you would like to figure out how to be a lifetime sponsor of the show, please message me now. Cottonfield Grill, Pearl Promoting, Backroad Park and Event Venue. Don't forget, November 10th and 11th, we are over there for their Veterans Day celebration. Friday night is Tristan Baugh and Confederate Railroad. And on Saturday is Miss Ella Langley and Trey Lewis. I will be hosting the event. It is going to be an awesome time. Do not miss out. Tickets are available now. Cashman's Pub, Down Yonder Hatco, Deep South Chemical, and we're bringing back an old feature that we haven't done in a while. Our Spotlight Song of the Month, an artist spotlight, is on Mr. Hunter Mounts and Kyle Austin. They just put out a song called Collard Greens. I really, really like it. I'm going to play it for you in a couple weeks whenever these boys come and do the show. So do me a favor now. Go follow both these guys on social media and download our Song of the Month, Collard Greens, by Hunter Mounts and Kyle Austin. Better than basic. Miss Erica does our website. She does all our graphic design. She does everything for us. Please go check them out now for any of your social media needs, marketing needs, whatever. And check out thejoshterypodcast.com, our official website. Grab some merch while you're there. And please leave a review and rate the show if you love this. Please help me grow. All I need you to do is take 5 minutes out of your time, go to Apple, Spotify, however you listen to the show, and leave a review. Leave us 5 stars. It helps us more than you know. I'm grateful for each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for making the show what it is. Now, I'll stop with the business side of the show now, and we'll get to talking. Thank y'all for listening. Enjoy the show. Thank y'all for tuning into the Josh Terry Podcast. We haven't had a shit show in a while, and I've been trying to get both these sumbitches on this show because there ain't many people on TikTok that I find fucking funny. I think most people are overrated assholes, to be real with you, and you don't find fucking real no more, especially in men on social media. I mean, you got my boy Justin Danger and Goose and John Michael and all them. They're cool as fuck. I love them boys to death. They've been on the show, but these two sumbitches, it's like looking in a fucking mirror. These two are fire. I want to introduce you to my guys, Rebel to Scum. What's up, brother?
What's up, man?
How you doing today?
I'm good, man. I'm a little high, so like that.
I think we all are.
A good start. Yeah, that's a good start.
Yeah, and I want to introduce you to this motherfucker right here, dude. First time I saw your videos, I fucking shit my pants laughing, and then when I saw your name was Tardfuck on there, I was like, oh, this is my dude. What's up, brother?
What do you say, man?
You gotta get a little closer to your mic.
Hey. Okay, I've never done this before.
Are you good? I just want to hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I might have to just hold it. I might just have to hold it.
That's cool. Hold the son, bitch. I don't care.
Okay.
You doing all right? You doing all right? I like them shades, by the way.
Well, I appreciate it. I wanted some pit vipers, so I just did it.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, I had to pull the trigger on. I ended up getting LASIK. I wore glasses, and then I got LASIK surgery, and I was able to get the pitties, and so I just kind of did that for me, and it fit pretty well.
Are we wearing pitties the whole interview?
I'm wearing mine. I never take my shit off.
Hold on.
Dude, son. Otherwise, this is too obvious, you know?
Oh, fuck, dude.
You You can't walk to the grocery store looking like it's up here, especially smelling the way I do,
Yeah.
which is reeking of marijuana.
Yeah. So I wear glasses all the time, like going out to bars and shit now and everything. And everybody's like, oh, he just thinks he's cool. They don't realize I have such a fucking lazy eye. And anytime somebody wants to take a fucking video or a picture, like I don't have a lazy eye until I'm drunk. But as soon as I get fucking hammered, oh, my shit is fucked. So I wear them all the time now, dude.
Damn
You
it.
can't not rock the pitties, man. And I got a big ass melon. Okay, like my head is huge. Okay.
They have the extra wide head ones.
Yeah. Like look, this ain't even like this ain't even just because like I have to wear very large hats. Okay. You can't just get me a hat from the store and put it on my big ass melon and say, put that on. That ain't gonna work.
Both of you look like large individuals. How tall are y'all?
I'm 6'4".
I'm 6'2".
I am a little motherfucker. Fuck you guys. I am 5'10" on a good day. You guys are fucking. You look like linemen.
I do.
Like NFL linemen.
I'm definitely.
Yeah, the only thing that kept me out of the NFL was I suck at football.
Yeah.
Only thing, man. That was the only thing.
I like the fact that both of y'all was like, before we start this, I'm getting high. Because I'm as soon we got a new sponsor on the show. I'm gonna start talking about their stuff tomorrow. But I had made some videos last week about some mushrooms, and this dispensary reached out to me, and they sent me a fucking massive amount of shit. So like probably the next episodes for the next 2 months, I am gonna be high as a goddamn kite. The whole fucking episode.
You mean to tell me you have a mass supply of mushrooms and we're doing this over the phone? I feel like we could have been more productive if we were like in the wilderness on some chocolates.
Well, I don't know where either one of y'all are fucking from, because my goal with this is to get y'all to Nashville and fucking record an in-person group show to where we are just fucking plowed.
We're gonna go to
Oklahoma.
Where are you from, big fella?
Me?
Yeah.
I am from well, do you know where Elizabethtown, Kentucky is?
I've seen a movie about it.
Well, it's very little of that film was filmed there, to be honest with you. But there's a little. God has a little asshole just to the left of that on the map, and that's where I live.
Oh, so you're not far from Nashville, then?
Nowhere, a little west of E-Town.
What are you, about 4 hours from Nashville, then?
Shit, I don't know. I hardly ever leave my property.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I don't gotta leave the house, I ain't going to, bro.
Yeah, say you've got warrants without saying you've got warrants. I hardly ever leave the house.
I denounce society as a whole anymore.
Dude, what I want to find is like a big group of grown ass men, badass ladies, whether you're married or not or whatever, and start a fucking communion or whatever it's called, commune or whatever. I'm so tired of motherfuckers in this world.
If you call it a commune,
you want to hear some
shit? Sound like you're just
Dude, my neighbors are in this cult. I don't know how much to talk about. Like I've mentioned a couple of times on my videos. I'm not lying. Like they're part of this group of families that's in this religious group where they make as many babies as they can real quick while they're fertile until like they've got a bunch of kids, and they're just working all the time. Then neither parent works to get self-sustaining. So in the apocalypse, they have the most kids to survive to take over the world.
Fuck. That is insane.
No, man, I've seen like $500,000 tour buses go up that driveway.
Yeah.
Even 30 minutes, they get funded by something else. Because like I said, none of them work. They got like 8 kids. The oldest kids take care of the youngest kids. You never see them playing. They just look broken. Like they'll be out there. They had one boy till like 4 acres with a hand tiller.
Fuck just that shit.
Hand tiller, and then they come back and went over again with a tractor, and I didn't understand that.
Well,
they do some back-assward shit.
If they're living like that, it's probably everything's back-asswards. My sister was a fucking meth head for a long time, and she went straight from meth to being in a cult, a Jesus cult. And
Man, she just needed extremes, it sounds like.
Yeah,
Like she couldn't go from
yeah, me and her have never been close, but the second she joined a cult, I started fucking ripping on the cult. And like they sent me some letters and shit. Like pretty much telling me I was gonna go to fucking hell. And it's like I'm not the one fucking living off in the woods somewhere just reproducing babies and shit and telling kids they can't go to school. Y'all doing some sketchy shit. It ain't me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you from personal experience, after you do meth, there ain't much wilder than that. That's some crazy shit. I had I did my fair share of crystal meth there for a few years. Rest in peace to the fucking lawnmowers and weed eaters and shit still took apart. I got a Poland Wild thing I can't bring myself to throw away because it runs so damn good, but I kind of fucked it up. You'll never go back there.
I got a buddy that's from Kentucky, and his name's James. I swear to God, he's in coal mining his whole life, was in the military and everything. You're the only person I ever talk. Like, y'all have this whole different fucking accent in Kentucky. That is, it's almost hard to understand, but when you do get the bits and pieces that you understand, you're never not fucking funny.
That's why I'm a threat to the establishment, brother. Like, AI can't pick this accent up. You'll never see the subtitles on my TikTok video be exactly right. I can talk to you. It's like wind talkers. It's like tuck forward wind talkers versus AI. I can talk to you, and the computer can't figure it out.
Damn.
Bro, I'll be watching one of your videos and be like, reading the subtitle. That's not what he fucking said.
It's cool, isn't it?
Where?
It's cool.
Rebel, where are you from?
Oklahoma, man.
You got any good stories about where the fuck you're from, like he does with the cults before we get started?
I mean, there ain't no. Listen, we had Joe Exotic, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, there is not a level of cuckoo I could get that is going to rival that son of a bitch. Okay, like you can't. Well, how do you follow up the gay poly guy with a tiger zoo? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. I can't beat that.
I'm still blown away by how fucking big that got. Like, that is the most backwoods fucking shit, and it blew up bigger than almost anything I've ever seen blow up.
There's just, for some reason, an abnormal amount of tiger. We had a fucking tiger NATO, bro, and I wish I was joking. The fucking tiger safari got busted open, and we're during a tornado, and then there was tigers roaming around and a tornado at the same time.
How far away are you from there?
Where he's at, I'm just south of Norman, probably not far, maybe an hour, if that.
Was it a big? I mean, it had to be a fucking huge deal when the documentary and all that shit came out. But was it big?
Yeah.
Was it big before then?
I mean, people knew about the tiger safari and stuff like that. Yeah, like there were plenty of people that went down there. Some people that knew him, like Facebook, especially, like, you know, all the locals, like people that didn't know him or knew somebody that knew him, or like there was a whole lot of talk about it. But in fact, you know that Seth Wadley hat that he wore all the fucking time in the damn documentary?
I can't remember it.
Okay, well, Seth Wadley is a car dealership here in Oklahoma, and in the thing, he had a Seth Wadley hat. Seth Wadley brought those hats back after that documentary aired because people wanted the fucking Seth Wadley hat. Like old school ass ones they used to sell back in the day, they brought them back. They're like, all right, cool. You want a Tiger King fucking Seth Wadley hat? Here you go.
It's one way to sell fucking cars right there, dude.
Yeah.
Bring them in for a hat, like, leave them with a Chevrolet.
Everybody asks, brother, why are you so outlandish all the time? I have to keep up with Tiger King, okay? Like, I'm not gay and I'm not polyamorous, and I don't have a tiger zoo, so I'm really losing the fight right now. Okay, I had a raccoon for a little bit. That was fun. Then if I could have a raccoon zoo, maybe I'd be in business. You know what I mean?
Well, the thing I like about both of you, you just said you were outlandish. I like the fact that the shit that both of y'all post, you just don't give a fuck. There's no, I mean, you don't sit there and you don't think about it. I've got respect for the folks that take hours of editing and all this kind of stuff to make stuff look good. That's one thing. That's fucking cool. I like the people to just like, I thought of something funny. I'm going to put a fucking video out. Yeah. And you guys are fucking right now. Y'all two are my favorite ones to watch.
Shit, thank you, man.
Shit, man. Yeah, I appreciate that. And mine, like, listen, man, pre-COVID on the top, was like prime time. You could it was fun, man. They weren't trying to get everybody to buy stuff on the TikTok shop every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So like you could act a fool and have some fun. We used to be wilding, bro. I can't even go live anymore. They banned my live because I talk about buttholes too much, apparently. So they don't like it. So
Yeah, I quit doing the lives a while ago. I only get on there like I work with some veteran charity organizations and stuff like that. I'll get on there and I'll raise money for them, direct people towards their stuff about once a month. But besides that, you can't fucking do nothing no more. I had a video last week, and it was the largest video I'd done. It was like at 5.5 mil in like 3 days, and it had made me a nice little chunk of change. And it wasn't hurt nobody. It wasn't against community guideline violations. It got took down at probably like 5 mil. And the second I appealed it, they gave it back, said it wasn't against any violations. And then it got to about 5.4 or 5.5, and it got brought back down. And I'm trying to go back and forth with some folks right now to get it back up because of the money involved with it. But it was only because of fucking assholes reporting it. Like it wasn't TikTok. It wasn't fucking nothing else. It wasn't illegal shit. It was assholes.
Yeah, we call them flaggots.
Yeah. What'd you say?
We call them flaggots. They're in there. They're just flagging your shit all the time. Black-jawed flaggots.
Yeah, I feel that.
Flag it.
I was sitting here when you said that. As soon as you said that, I was like, I know I've got the gay community and all the Rainbow Warriors and shit that love my show. They're gonna be like, what the fuck? But that right there is funny.
Right.
They're gonna fucking love that shit.
Yeah, well, they're flaggots. I can myself.
There's no way yours doesn't, Tard. There's no way that your shit doesn't constantly get reported and banned.
Oh, it fucking does. And you'll see, like, you will go, but you can go back and look at my quality of content at when I quit giving a fuck. Like, you quit, it makes you quit trying to an extent. It's just like, it ruins the joke if you can't deliver it properly. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Yep.
If I have to fucking tiptoe through the tulips to tell you this fucking joke so I can bring you some laughter, and then you're just going to flag, well, oh my God.
Yep.
So
what gets me,
and then you'll see the pressure like go up and down. You know what I mean? Like you'll get away with some shit for a while, but then you won't, you know. And then like I had them go back years, you know, and flag stuff from literally years ago, and it got took down. And I just feel like if it met terms and conditions through multiple of the updates, then how it's ex post facto, you know, how can you take that from me now?
What gets me the most is they've got a little button, you know what I mean? You can I made a video about this the other day. You can hit like 18 plus only or whatever. But all the guidelines that they have in place so that little kids don't see shit from adults, they keep those in place when you push the 18 plus button. So why in the actual fuck did you give me a button to not let kids see it and then still keep little kid rules in place after I push that button?
Well, that's a point.
Doesn't make any goddamn sense.
A point I've brought up before is that they intentionally make the terms and conditions so vague that really they could flag anybody for anything, and it'd be like, damn, well, they got me on that. And then they can just systematically go through and snuff out just individuals, you know, like, well, you broke the guidelines here, here, and here, and now you're an account restricted or you're dialed back in the algorithm. So that way, from a legal standpoint, later on, if all this damn Biden fucking telling the damn that got reversed the other day, Biden, that judge in Louisiana, did you see this on the news? The Supreme Court, you remember the judge in Louisiana that blocked the Biden administration from getting with Facebook and X and stuff like that about. Do you remember this?
I kind of remember something about it.
Okay, well, the Supreme Court just the other fucking day reversed that and then said, yes, the Biden administration can work with Facebook, this, that, and the other thing. It's no longer legally blocked. And you can literally go do that exact fucking day, and you can see all of a sudden my numbers went, like there's such an abrupt turn, and it always adds up to different political events that have happened in the past little bit over all this shit. Because with the last election, talking about the fact that they covered the Hunter Biden laptop, it's made them cover it up, saying it was Russian disinformation, and it fucking wasn't. That was his damn laptop. You know, we figured that out, but they snuffed out the story, and that would have, in theory, played a big part in the election at that point. That would have ruined Joe Biden if it really came out in all its glory at that point.
The thing is with stuff like that, though, there's been shit from every single fucking president that when it got down to it, like I used to be real conservative, but then I realized that I like drugs a lot. And I also like the fact that a bunch of my friends are from a different lifestyle than me, and they've been way cooler to me than some of these extreme fuckers on the right. So now I'm an independent, if anything. So like, there's been so many presidents we've had that the laptop thing was a big fucking deal for Biden, but there's a big fucking deal for everybody.
You know, because
they all suck.
I think the left and the right are honestly wings of the same bird. I think 99% of people can get along in somewhere in this realistic middle, and they polarize people to keep them separated when realistically we're all pretty freaking similar.
1,000%.
Oh yeah. When you really get down to it, like people talk all the time on social, you can tell the people, especially with this newer, younger generation that have never talked to people outside of social media. You know what I'm saying? You can tell by the shit some people get on about. Like, you have never had a conversation with a person in public, have you? That is embarrassing. But you got this. They try so hard to just assume that everything is one extreme or the other. When in reality, it's most of us are all playing together, making fun of the people on this side and this side at the same time. Like most people in this fucking country are more center than they are left or right. I promise you that.
Yeah,
most people just want to get along.
You know,
like people throw that word hate around like a lot, but I don't think y'all understand. If these motherfuckers were actually as hateful as you say they are, there'd be a lot more violence than there is now. And that's saying a lot for fucking America. Let's just get that fucking straight.
Well, okay. there's not the reason why there's not more violence though is like, I don't know how old y'all are. I'm 36. So, I'm 33. Okay, both of y'all is gonna be in the same boat as me then. We were raised in a generation to where if we talk shit, we backed it the fuck up. There wasn't a computer screen blocking you. There wasn't a keyboard that was where you can fucking go report somebody's account and get their money took or whatever. Like, if you were going to run your fucking mouth back in the day in school or whatever with us, you had to fucking throw hands. You had to be a fucking man, or you had to be a grown woman that if you're going to run your mouth, you're going to run them hands. And now you don't have that today. Now you got all these fucking keyboard gangsters and all these motherfuckers that just want to be, you know, fucking screen warriors or some bullshit like that. Like, that's why all of us hate the shit. And they're like, oh, this is cute. We're just going to fuck these people.
Yeah. Because why not? Fuck people having fun. Nobody wants other people to have fun. Okay? I've said this before. I'm not a homosexual, but I'm not going to go stop if there was 10 dudes renting out a hotel room that wanted to fucking have a circle jerk all fucking night.
Absolutely.
Why would I leave? Yeah. Have you this day? You fucking fuck, buddy. I'm happy for you. If you fucking go try to spoil that, you're just an asshole. Yeah. There's no way around this shit. If you're trying to spoil someone else's life for the sheer purpose of I don't like it, you're a fucking dick. Okay? Legitimately, if you have no other reason other than I don't think so, that's not a good enough reason to tell somebody else how to live. Period. Like,
I think one thing I've realized is that if I do have problems with certain people based on certain aspects of their background, really there are beautiful people from all walks of life, and the only person that I'm fucking in this situation is me, because I have friends from all backgrounds, and if I had judged them in such a way, I wouldn't have them as the awesome friend they are now. So really, you know, that's kind of just
Well, there's too many people that they'll sit here and say, regardless of what walk of life you come from, what gender or whatever the fuck you say you are, like, you don't realize the difference in equality and supremacy. So these people don't want to be fucking equal to everybody else to where you talk shit across the board. They don't want that. They want to be fucking untouchable. That's what
their turn.
Yeah, it's just like, okay.
Well, they're not.
But yeah, there's no reason to be that way.
No. Like,
yeah. No, there's really not. But I think also it's a whole big social construct, because as the tides turn, as more people start to see through that sort of ignorance, it just doesn't work anymore. And we're starting to see that now. People are starting to realize that, wait, we've been pushed apart for so damn long. Really, those people are cool. Those people, and it's all played out. Everybody's going to be tired together soon enough.
I think it's there. I think we're at the cup, the precipice of it right
we're
now.
definitely at the point where everybody is realizing we're all getting fucked by the same people.
Yeah.
And we're like, wait a second. Hasn't been this guy the whole time, you son of a bitch. And I think everybody's just finally figuring that shit out, pulling their heads out of their ass. You know?
Well, what's really fucking them is the people that they're wanting to cancel. Like, it's really hard for them to sit here and say, oh, let's cancel the three of us that are on here right now. But then somebody in their camp is doing the same fucking thing that we're doing, and then you don't. So the hypocrisy of it is what's getting everybody in fucking trouble and making them look like they're so fucking stupid. It's like, no, you're picking and choosing who you want to fucking go after. Why aren't you going after this dude? Oh, no, he's got the same belief. He's got the same beliefs as me. What?
That's why they hate Elon Musk having X so much, because he's so independent from it. Every other person has been able to be bought, including Mark Zuckerberg. The whole, everything else is pretty well bought and paid for. But Elon is a threat to the establishment, and the fact that he can allow whatever, and there's a power there to expose the rest of the system cut and dry. Because, I think, you don't have to fool everybody. You just have to fool enough people for long enough to get so much power. But then that's a critical thing in the whole. Damn it.
What? What did you say?
I'm buying shit. I'm trying to illustrate this.
I think we all are.
So really,
what was I talking about?
now they're trying to discredit Elon Musk, because if his algorithm, if he makes it transparently, completely true, so that whatever news you're being exposed to or whatever, if he makes it and to where we can tell that it is true, that is really how it goes, then these algorithms that lean one way or another get exposed in Facebook and TikTok and Google. Go to Google, look up the news. Go to DuckDuckGo, look up the news.
Yeah.
The entire algorithm is meant to sway people a certain way.
I think the establishment is worried about Elon because he's either one of two things. The motherfucker, or three. He's either from the future, a fucking alien, or he's the next evolution of people. Like, I think Elon was born in a fucking lab if he's not an alien or from the future.
I think he is.
He
just
does got a small face. He could be
you've ever seen in your life. That's why he won't sell out, because he has enough money. You know what I mean? And the autism in him doesn't give him the inherent greed.
Yeah.
To just screw everybody. You know what I mean? Like, he trolls people all the time. Like, and you'll catch it, and dumb people won't realize they're being trolled. But Elon Musk is the coolest autism troll ever. And he's just in his own little world, designing rockets and shit. He's like, I think I'll save the universe from, evil companies in charge of social media. He's just going about his business, and we so happen to be lucky enough to be blessed by his autism and his money.
I've talked about this with several people on the show. I think, and y'all probably gonna be like, what the fuck? I think autism and Down syndrome people are the next evolution of people. Like, I think that they are the happiest people on the fucking planet because they just love what they love. Like, I think autism's
they're
a
not
fucking
worried about the social structures of fucking society and all the bullshit. They just live their fucking life and have fun.
Yeah. You ever seen a sad Down syndrome person?
No, they fucking love every minute. This is some Ralphie May comedy from back in the day, to be honest with you.
Yeah, like,
you're mad at the word retarded, you're not retarded.
Yeah. And people with autism, to me, I swear to God, it's got to be a superpower. If you can be hyper focused on one thing, if I could be hyper focused on one thing in my life and I could excel at that thing, I would give up whatever I've got going on just to fucking be happy and excel at that one thing. It's like the coolest shit to me.
Yeah.
Well, I was diagnosed with Asperger's. Oh, I got it. I got every bit of Asperger's.
If anybody in this world looked like they had Asperger's, it's you.
Nah, yeah. Yeah,
positive.
I think I seen a poster for it one time, and you were actually on it.
That's why I can tell you, I see this on Elon Musk. I feel like, dude, I have merch out there. It just sucks. So I can't in good faith tell people to buy it because then they will, and it'll be a waste of fucking money. It's junk. But I'm not greedy. Like, I'm not wired to be greedy. I just want to do the right fucking thing, and I don't have a choice in the matter. It's the autism. And that's why I can see this Elon Musk shit. He's just in his own little world, building rockets, saving the world, whatever.
My favorite Elon Musk troll was when he passed Jeff Bezos as the richest man in the world. He tweeted a silver medal at Jeff Bezos. I pissed my pants.
Trolling. He's just trolling.
Like, I had to
he's
run
on
to
a
the
different
bathroom.
echelon than, echelon, Elon. But he's just he's on another level. He's on a level we can't comprehend because we've never reached that level of success. And what do you do when you're so authentic and smart that you just did all of it? Where do you go from there? If I was him, I'd be trolling too. I wouldn't give a fuck what you thought or I thought or he thought. It's Elon Musk. We can sit here and talk shit. He bought Twitter for the fuck of it.
I've never looked at it that way.
It was a Tuesday to him. They were like, "Yes, that dumb motherfucker paid $44 billion for Twitter." It's like, well, he has 130 more billion fucking dollars. He'll be fine. It's not like he's starving now.
I've never looked at it that way though.
$30 billion and fuck it.
I've never looked at it that way though, to where, oh, you've got all this money in the world, you can do whatever the fuck you want to. What is he gonna do now? What do you do before you got everything you could ever want? I'm gonna go fuck with people.
Jeff Bezos is the evil one, and then Elon is like the good one.
Jeff Bezos is just fucking weird to me for some reason. He
seems very gropey. He just looks like a gropey kind of guy. Like, you wouldn't leave your kid in a room alone with Jeff Bezos.
I wouldn't leave me alone with Jeff Bezos.
I think Bezos and Zuckerberg are two spawns from the same alien pod.
Yeah.
I feel like they're here to destroy the world together. That's what I think.
They are the aliens. They are aliens, and it's a good and an evil one.
Yeah, they're all fucking aliens is what they are. There's no way. I mean, it just blows my fucking mind. We can't be from the same gene pool. The three of us cannot be the same fucking gene pool as these other individuals. Either they're the next stage of evolution or we are fucking just going back to caveman.
Well, I love ancient aliens, man.
I did too.
Oh, but it makes so much sense. Like, when you get down to it, like, you can't disprove any of it. So,
well,
since we're all high,
if you do.
Since we're all high, you want to know the craziest theory I ever heard?
What?
You know how you got dinosaur bones and dinosaur fossils and all that, right? Like we have found in the earth. I met a guy one time, also really high, when we had this conversation. He said, in the Bibles and all the old lore and mythos, there's all these giant monsters and all these heroes are slaying and shit. Yeah. Dinosaur bones are just all the bones from all the monsters and all the heroes slayed and all the mythos and shit.
Yeah, I could actually believe that, to be honest.
I was like, my whole head turned sideways, and I just, excuse me.
I'm writing something that, I never write out skits for social media or nothing like that. But I got really high off mushrooms one night, really fucking high. Same. And I came up with a theory, and it makes so much fucking sense to me. I'll tell you guys, when I release the video, whenever I fucking get it perfect. But anyway, because it's so hard to fucking wrap your brain around. But our bodies are made up of 70% water or something like that. We have to have water to survive.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then the world is made up of 71% water, right? Mm-hmm. I think the reason why we have so many different life forms that we can't explain where the fuck they came from or whatever, squids, all this other bullshit and everything. I think our world used to be 100% water, 100% water millions of years ago. And I think all these asteroids and shit that have hit us over time came in, had fucking microorganisms from other planets, from other species that hit Earth. And when it did, it started evaporating the water, because when something gets so hot, or water gets so hot, it evaporates, right? So I think all these asteroids brought life from other planets. And that's why we don't have just one certain species. We have so many other fucking just all this weird shit that we can't explain. And I think the more asteroids hit us, the more water evaporated, the more that land was shown. That's why you have like stories of Atlantis. You have all this other shit. You like, I think that a bunch of us, I think we were fucking mer people probably to start off with. I think we had to learn how, that's why we need water to survive. Like we haven't completely lost that evolutionary trait. I think that's where all this shit comes from.
Two things. Number one, I need to get higher for this conversation. Number two, I don't, the mer people thing, I am one of those people that like 60 or 70% of the world's oceans aren't even fucking discovered yet. Like we don't know what's down there. There was part of the ocean where we have not like, there could be all kinds of shit. And you need to tell me that you think there ain't a damn thing, you think it's just empty water and fish down there.
Yeah, it's not.
All this undiscovered land we can't fucking go to, all this shit. You mean that's like somebody looking me in my eyeballs and saying dinosaurs were real, but dragons are too far fetched. That is the dumbest fucking, like, a flying lizard is crazy, but a goddamn brontosaurus, now come on now. There was already flying lizards. Jesus.
Yeah, I 100%
You ever smoke
agree.
pot in the woods?
Have I ever smoked pot in the woods?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Go out in the woods. This is how it's done. You're going to go out in the woods so far that you cannot see signs of humanity. Far enough out to where there is no visual reminder of humanity. And then you're going to get as blazed as you fucking can. And then you'll understand. Because I have walked through the entire concept that the same matter can't be created or destroyed. So the same shit that's here has always been here. Now, 13,000 years ago, there was a monkey man with a stick that had a pointy rock at the end of it, and he was chasing fucking mastodons through out there. And then, you know, it shits, it dies, you know. And then time marches on, and how we are nothing but a meat suit for an electric meatball up here, the old thinking meat, and a bunch of electrical currents, and that's it. And there has to be more, and I just don't think my electric meatball can process it. All I know is that when I die, I will rot down and go back into in the exact same cell, the exact same molecules that I'm made of will become something else, and it will continue to do that until the end of time. And how not shit I really am in the cosmos of everything. Go smoke pot in the woods. Just go check.
It sounds like everybody that listens to the show is going to need to get high before the show starts. Is what?
Maybe put a disclaimer.
I'm not believe like if
become intoxicated.
Make sure if you see any like personal info or any shit of mine in the background, try to snuff that out if you do video footage.
Yeah, I think we'll be good. I can't see anything of yours.
Okay, I'll make sure.
No, I don't. It's so hard. I love how you said that your meatball doesn't understand. I think there's so much shit that we just cannot. We can't wrap our fucking brains. It's impossible.
Imagine a new color. If the spectrum of visible light was a little wider, there would be more colors, but it's not.
Why isn't it?
Damn, why'd you have to say that right now?
You don't have like there's visible light. There's other, you know, spectrums of shit. We just can't see it, so you can't imagine it.
It sounds like we're all on the fucking spectrum right now. Is what the fuck it sounds like.
I'm spectated right now.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Tossed up.
I don't care what I'm on.
Imagine a new color.
Yeah. So you two are definitely. I already got this lined up. We are going to have to all meet in Nashville and do a show and eat mushrooms beforehand.
Not doing it, brother. I have too much damn anxiety. You will be bailing me out of. I will be butt ass naked running down the street.
That's the point.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll smoke some reek.
I'm down. Last time I did mushrooms, I pretended I was an airplane for like an hour. So I'm 100% here for this whole fucking.
Yeah, I'm definitely never doing mushrooms. Get on a fucking airplane. I would lose my shit.
No, I pretended I was an airplane. I just stuck my arms out in the house. Okay, it was fucking wonderful. All right.
One paper went down.
Fuck that shit. Well, you two, we could fuck some shit up. The three of us could fuck some shit up.
I'm down with that. Yeah. Get like a controlled environment and like maybe do like a live, a
Let's just
live
fucking go
viewing
do one of those
podcast.
ayahuasca deals.
I'll go
You
do
know,
one
you wanna
tomorrow. You find it, I'll go.
No, isn't there like other places
What is
in
it?
fucking dude? If I
You have to go to another country
take
right
my
now.
truck back, we'll go. You buy it, I'm flying.
Yeah,
I'll
fuck it. You
We'll
find me.
show up in the fucking wake. Have you seen my fucking monster truck?
No, I haven't seen your monster truck.
I'm doing. It's at the shop right now. It's getting injectors put in it. It's a '97 F350 single wheel with flatbed, a 7.3 diesel, the 7.3 power stroke. I got 40 horsepower injectors going in it. We will straight up 10 miles per gallon all the fucking way there and do some fucking ayahuasca or just some shit.
I'm doing next
Might have
week.
been-
Actually, if it gets in this week, I'm doing it. Have
All
y'all
right,
seen?
I'm not doing it. I'm not
Have
doing it.
y'all
I'm not.
seen?
I'm talking shit.
Have y'all seen the documentary on Netflix? It's called How to Change Your Mind.
I watched a little bit of it. I
If
watched
you,
our TV.
if you haven't watched episode 2, it's about psilocybin. I'm doing a professional psilocybin trip next week, like full blown babysitter, and doing the whole. I'm doing 2,000 milligrams of psilocybin at one time because it's like a life changing experience. It's supposed to like completely take all your depression, your anxiety, your everything away. Like I'm doing a whole professional one. And I can't wait.
Well, it might be easier for a fella like you, but man, I'm big enough to where if you lose control of me, you're going to need a tranquilizer gun. Like you're going to put him down.
Let me tell you something. I'm 6'4" and 300 pounds. If you lose 380 pounds, if you lose control of me, you're going to need more than you're probably going to need an elephant tranquilizer. If I'm being 100% honest, you're going to need something.
Yeah,
Luckily, I'm not a violent person. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm very abrasive and I'm loud as shit. Oh, I ain't gonna fight nobody. I might hug them. I might hug the shit out of them. I'm like, you're gonna hug me, motherfucker. Okay, that's probably gonna happen. But
yeah, I don't think you get violent. Yeah, I don't think you're going to get violent if you're in a controlled environment and like you're supposed to have like your most comforting person in your life there with you.
Mm-hmm.
So like I've got somebody coming to. So like when I look at them and they're giving me water and shit, and because that's what's supposed to happen. Like I'm comforted by this person. And they say as long as you do that route. See, like we were growing up, we were taught shrooms make you see trees talk and all this kind of shit. And yeah, if you eat a fucking enough of them, you're going to see some crazy shit. But you're also probably taking a mega dose and you're already nervous going into it. Like that's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
My dad the other day ate some mushroom chocolate bars. Didn't know until the high hit him that something was even up. Like he had no idea. And my dad grew up in he's born in 61. And as he likes to say, don't nothing bother him because he did drugs in the 70s and 80s. He did the good shit. So like he ain't scared.
My mom always says it's not the same as it was in my day.
Yeah. Like fucking my dad ain't scared of shit. He ate the mushroom bar by accident, but he had the best fucking day of his life on that shit. You just have to you got to be in a happy mood when you go into it. That's all.
Mushrooms, the best way I can describe mushrooms to anybody that hasn't done them, I've only done them a handful of times. I haven't had a bad trip yet, knock on wood. But it's just anything that stresses you out or worries you or concerns you just leaves your fucking mind, bro.
Forever.
Like, and there's a reason. Listen, people say what they want about drugs and all this shit. It is funny to me how marijuana and fucking mushrooms, the two drugs that grow naturally on this fucking earth, are beneficial to our fucking brains. Okay, they have approved mushroom. They're opening a clinic in Oklahoma City for fucking mushroom or dispensary for mushrooms, bro. Like they've approved the testing on it for I think it's like PTSD and vets and all kinds of shit because there's microdosing mushrooms is very beneficial to our fucking brains.
Well, I mean, it's the only thing that's been known to refire synapses in your brains. It's the only thing that repairs it. There's a documentary, it's HBO Real Sports. I don't know what episode it is, but they take MMA fighters, they take football players with concussions, they take one dude with brain damage, and they all give them a psilocybin trip. And then they give them something else. I can't remember what it is on a separate date. The fucking anxiety's gone, the depression's gone, the PTSD's gone, all of it. It rewires your brain. And also, too, you've been programmed since birth. I do a lot of fucking reading and shit on this stuff because I love it. you've been programmed since birth that whatever you've seen on TV, whatever you've seen in life, whatever you've been told is real. That's not always the fucking truth. Like there's a whole world that we don't understand and we've never seen because you only judge something one fucking way. You've never been like, oh, like if 2 + 2 is supposed to be 4, but what if it wasn't 4? I know that sounds stupid as fuck, but what if it wasn't 4? What if just because our whole life 2 + 2 = 4 was not true?
It was actually Q, and we don't know anything.
Yeah, you don't. So that's what mushrooms do. Mushrooms are like, hey, let's do a little self-reflection. Let's dive into you. Let's look at what the world that you never understood. It makes you even a fucking nicer person. Like I'm a dick anyway. Like I am, the way I was raised, the way I live is a lot of fucking cowboy mafia type shit. Like that's if I had a creed, like I want respect. I want everybody to love me that I'm friends with. If you don't like me, I don't give a fuck about you. But like it makes me kind of be a cunt the way that I am to people. And now, like in the past couple of months since I started eating mushrooms regularly, I'm such a nicer fucking person. It just rewires you completely.
It really does, man. It's like a reboot. Like it just even if you do them in more than just microdosing, like for a few days after you do them, especially, like you just feel better.
Yeah.
Like you're functioning better. You're not as worried about things. Like some of the stresses come back, but like you know how to fucking handle them a lot better. Like,
well, even your pain.
It's such a good experience.
Well,
yeah.
even your pain, dude. Your pain doesn't feel like pain anymore. I don't know how to like fucking it. What else that means? Like, there's a lot of people that are getting on mushrooms now and getting off opioids. My buddy James, I was telling you about a while ago, is from Kentucky. He's a veteran and he goes to the VA now. They give him ketamine treatments, and his ketamine treatments work 10 times better than any opioids or whatever that they've ever given him.
Well, I'll tell you, cannabis has helped me. I told you I did that in meth. I did. I'm telling you, I had me a bit of a bender, and cannabis has helped me. There's no meth when you went out to the woods. I straight up did. Okay? A good meth, and there's one thing that you could, if you talk to you were talking about your dad, how he used to do the drugs in the 70s, man, they will tell you they don't cook dope like they used to. This new dope will kill you. Them old dudes, they were doing shit that was so damn pure. They're healthier today because of it. Like it just it preserves
what the fuck did you?
I don't know but they did so much. They could do all they wanted to, and now the shit's so damn dirty. Fuck you up. They don't cook dope like they used to.
You know what's fucked up though? My dad, my dad will probably fucking live together.
And say they don't cook dope like they used to, and he will know what you are fucking talking about.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah. I didn't know it had ever-longing life though. That it extended your fucking life.
I can see the commercial now zooming in on some man like
it doesn't matter. If you talk to him for longer than 5 minutes, he's going to tell you all about the dope he used to do and how they just don't cook it like they used to. He said, I used to move amounts and just fill the trunk of that car, blah, 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 blah. And he's doing daily manual labor on a farm, and he's like 80.
Yeah.
So I'm serious. He does all the work on these farms just by himself, and he's fine. But anymore, shit will burn you after a few years. You ever heard the term burnt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was fucking funny.
But I was getting good shit.
What's fucking funny about that is my dad saying that, and I know he had a very wild time from the fucking 70s and 80s. I mean, he talks about it. Now I'm sitting here thinking about how this motherfucker don't ever get sick. How he's in great shape to be 62 years old. He still gets out and works hard every single day. Maybe the fucking drugs improved him.
Maybe. I'm just here to tell you there is no reason why people around here should have been able to figure out that if you take a welder and some chicken feed, you can get the phosphorus. You like fill the chicken feed in water and then a trough, and you can zap it a certain way with a welder and get the phosphorus. Look, Billy Bob didn't figure that out. You know what I mean? Somebody figured this out and then transferred the knowledge to him.
Did you just give the recipe for fucking meth on my show?
Well, that's just some of the shit. Where I live, if you want to buy Sudafed, you have to have a prescription to get pseudoephedrine. You can get phenylephrine over the counter, but that won't cook. God damn it. The lithium batteries, Lithium batteries are behind the counter. Motherfucker, fuck with me. I know shit.
I know. I'm fucking loving this.
Yeah, you got to be careful if it's that stuff or that stuff with the fish charcoal and formaldehyde, and then they just bury it, and then it's just, you don't want to deal with that kind of shit.
What are you
Dude,
It is so commonplace where I'm at. It is unreal. I ran a tire store. I had as this little life dream bucket goal thing. I started my own used tire business, and it did well for a while. It's dead now, but fucking multiple times a month, I would finish somebody's vehicle, and they'd be like, you do dope? You want a line? Like, thank you for taking care of my car. I was like, no, this is before I ever did it. I was like, no, thank you. Like, I like it too much. At least I knew myself. Yeah. You have that one drunk little fuck up off the races. Anyway, but it's just that commonplace. Just a guy they just met, he fixed their car, and he's like, I wonder if he wants a bump. He's a nice guy. He probably could use a bump today.
Good Christian boy just needs a little meth
today. God-fearing Christian boy needs a bump.
Yeah. It's the Christian thing to do.
I used to work for a service.
You know what boofing is?
With what?
What is?
Boofing.
Boofing? No, what's boofing?
Yeah, it's a good. All right, that's when you shove it. You can take a shard and put it on a woman's butthole and then boop it with a frozen spoon, and her butt will eat it. Or but some of these. Yeah. So if you ever go in a trap house, there's a spoon in the freezer. That is why.
Yeah, that one's not in Webster. That one's not in Webster's dictionary right there.
But some dudes, if they don't want to shoot it, but smoking it ain't quite getting them there, and their nose a little bit burnt out, they start shoving it up their ass.
Jesus Christ.
Because the needle, you don't want to cross over the needle, buddy. That's like doing it once is bad, but after you use the needle,
yeah,
I've never.
Hold on. It goes.
It don't come back from that. It shoots nothing after that. Huh?
All right,
what'd you say?
It goes in your asshole, and then you use a needle. That's you don't come back from needle, but shoving it up your ass is pretty standard.
No, shoving up your ass ain't nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just making sure I'm following.
You're on meth. You're on meth. You've already made bad decisions today.
I believe you.
You've done the worst thing.
You're already doing crystal methamphetamine. What does it matter where you put it? Like how many times I'd be trying to pick a little piece of dirt out of the line before I snorted it. I'm like, God damn, the rest of it's meth. What does it fucking matter? The leaf in there is the healthiest part of it.
Let me tell you, you explain shit the way that I needed explained.
It makes sense though, don't it?
It does. It fucking perfectly does. It's you've already done the absolute worst thing you can do today. Who gives a shit if it goes in my asshole?
I'm trying to get high, motherfucker.
Jesus Christ.
Now, I wasn't the boofer, but there was one boy that I used to call John Wilkes Booth, and I didn't know it, but he always acted offended whenever I called him John Wilkes Booth. And then one day we were tweaking, and he came up to me. He's like, "Man, I'm going to tell you a story." He's like, "Man, I used to work on this roofing crew, and when we were working out of town, we go back to the hotel room, people would bust out lines." He said they'd be hitting the pipe, and I only want to do it one way. I'd go to the bathroom, and I'd shove a shard up my ass, and then I'd waddle out. And he illustrated that, and he said, and I'd just lay face down on the bed and just go. And everybody used to make fun of me for that, for boofing. And that really happened. I was like, oh shit, that's why he got so offended by calling him John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah. Look,
I didn't know. I had a vibe that he might boof.
If you two lived around me, I'd make us a fucking millionaire within 6 months. You two are fucking hilarious.
Well, I appreciate
it. Wouldn't be that hard if you really think about it. I never did meth, but I used to play a lot of Halo with a meth head. And
he's good, wasn't he?
He was not real good. Like when I was a kid,
he made his video game controller.
He lived in the closet in the back of our house and cooked a lot of meth. But anyway, I had a big knee surgery when I was fucking like 14, 15 years old. I had a big leg reconstruction, so I was in a plaster cast for like 3 months. And this dude would come in there and just play Halo 2 with me, twacked out of his fucking mind. And I don't think I was privy to it. I was kind of like, all right, cool, he wants to go play Halo. We'd play Halo for fucking hours. And then he'd go back to the closet and cook meth, like a little meth goblin that lived in my closet. Let's not dive into that.
Yeah, well, my dad and mom did it, and just, we lost all the shit we had. I don't really have great stories about meth.
No, I don't eat. No, that's only good. That's a good one. There's a lot of fucking real bad ones.
I'm
That's the
kind
only
of
funny one.
like, if I ain't laughing, I'm crying. Like, I ain't really.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
If I
my
don't laugh about trauma, then I'm
it's
just.
amazing.
you have to.
I
Yeah,
go
you gotta
from
laugh
like
about
there's
it.
this window of time where I started doing meth and then I quit doing meth, and then between there it's just gone. It's just gone, and I regret it every day. But fuck, I mean, I might as well get the jokes out of it. Yeah, at this
You
point, I
have
can't.
to. Well, that's what you're supposed to do anyway. You're supposed to take the worst shit in your life and not let it control you. You either let your demons control you or you control them. Like you have to you have to laugh about that shit.
I've had people ask me before, I've been doing content for years and years now. I've had people ask me, like, Rebel, where does this shit come? Like, how did you come up with that? I was like, that actually happened. Like, life is when I was a kid, man. Right when I was getting into wanting to do comedy, man. When I was a teenager, I want to say it was Blue Collar Comedy Tour, and I think Bill Engvall said it. The truth is what's funny, and that changed my whole outlook on fucking life. After that, I was like, oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. And then like you just, and that, and I have allowed myself to be in, situations where, hey, let's see what's going to happen if we do this. You kind of just got to live wild sometimes. And sometimes some really funny shit happens. Okay.
Yeah.
That's how I ended up on meth.
No, and I never ended up on meth. I did get high with drag kings and create a religion around this thing called Eagle Dragon one time. But like that was a whole nother fucking story. Like you never know where you're going to fucking end up.
Did you say
Man,
Eagle Dragon?
Yeah, I got really high. I used to smoke weed with some friends that lived in the apartments from me. They were drag kings, so I'd go over there and they'd be, talking drag drama and taping their titties down and doing all that mess. And one day we just decided to create a religion, apparently. And we did, and his name was Eagle Dragon. He was this big, majestic fucking Eagle Dragon thing, and he had a joint in his mouth.
I don't know whether I really wish I was part of that conversation or not. Like that's one of those that I might not ever have been that high to do that.
Bro. I don't even know how we got there, bro. But see, that's the problem. I'm like that most of the time. Okay, I'm just thinking of stupid shit 24/7. Okay, including Eagle Dragon.
I was waiting on Tard to talk.
Oh no, I was just gonna say one time. That kind of reminded me of a story. One time, my buddy and I ended up in a damn gay bar because my cousin worked the door at this gay bar like before I turned 21. He was like, "Oh, I worked the door at this bar," and I was like, "Cool." He's like, "When you turn 21, come up here." I was like, "Cool." And then somebody told me it was a gay bar, and I was like, "No." I asked him about it, and he said, "No, it's not a gay bar, but a lot of gay people go there." And I was like, "Okay, whatever." Well, we turned 21. We end up, so we drove drunk to the bar, and there are cops all out in front. It's Sound Bar in Lexington, Kentucky. Uh, and we couldn't leave because fucking there's cops outside. So we just fucking stayed, and it ended up being kind of fucking cool, to be honest with you. You see, the smoking hot chicks get wasted at other bars, and they come to the gay bar so that dudes will leave them alone.
And then we follow them there.
Nasty in there, and we just, of course, we got approached because we were handsome gentlemen. And we're like, no, we're straight, we're fucked up, and we're in the wrong bar. And they're like, okay, well, that woman's straight, and that woman's straight, and that woman's straight. Watch them. And boop, boobies is a falling out left and right. It was a great time.
That is fucking great. Y'all ever seen the movie Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil?
No.
You need to watch it. It's about Savannah, Georgia. But it's really good. It's got John Cusack in it. It's fucking a great book and movie. But there's a very famous drag queen in it. Her name's Lady Chablis. And she ended up having a bar or whatever in downtown Macon. We went one night because I'm obsessed with the book and movie, and so are the people that I was with. And it's a total gay bar. One of the best nights of my fucking life. I had more fun hanging out with them motherfuckers that night than I've ever had in my life. Like me and my old lady were there together, but like they were cool as fuck. It was such a good time.
That community will make they're fucking everybody's getting fucked up. I'll tell you that. And
Absolutely
fun to party with Mexicans. Mexicans party so hard, bro.
I won't do it.
Got it down. So much fun.
Yeah, I can't hang around somebody that can drink that much and then get up at 6 a.m. and go to work without a hangover.
Yeah, and work hard. We never thought about doing it. No, but it's a real good time because they're going to make sure you have fun because everybody's having fun, and those are the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the move, bro.
I'm gonna pass on that one. I just don't have any.
Level of partying.
Well, the only time I've ever been around a lot of Mexicans at one time partying was at a bar, and one of the biggest fights ever broke out that night. And it was very fucking weird. It was a very weird night, and I just don't know many people that are straight from Mexico. Like the people that are here that are Hispanic are cool as fuck. I love them, but the guys that come over from Mexico later in life are creepy as fuck to me. They're very, very creepy to me.
Well, see, I grew up in Versailles, Kentucky, and there are a lot of migrant farm workers from Mexico
Yeah.
that come there to work the horse farms. That's what happens. And you meet a lot of, they're not Mexican American, they are Mexican. They are
Yeah.
Mexican citizens, and they are, migrant farm work. They're sending money home. And those are the dudes that appreciate life more than we even know. Because this dude just like fucking hitchhiked thousands of miles to come work on a horse farm to provide for a better life for his family. He understands the American dream more than you ever did,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So there's a whole, that's where that party comes from. Like they are cherishing life every day. And
Yeah.
I'll show you how.
You have a way of putting shit. I've never even thought about it that way. I've never thought about what it's like or how they must feel it not being like fucking what it was over there. Because only thing we know is what it is here.
Yeah, it's inspirational because those dudes will have a smile on their face because they're just happy to be making money to send home to their family to be able to feed them. We had a moving company quote us like $5,000 to move from one house to another when I was a kid. It quoted my parents that much to move. My dad went and got a U-Haul truck. There was this gas station where, like, if you were a farmer, you would pull up to the gas station, and there was one Mexican that would speak English, and you'd tell him what jobs would be needing done, and he would talk to the less English speaking Mexicans behind him, and he would get you however many workers that were good at that, and you'd go and get your farm work done. Well, we went and we needed two people, and they wanted $100 a piece, and they about shit a brick. When they got it done in 12 hours, we bought them pizza and gave them $200 a piece cash money, and they were about to shit because they made double what they were going to, and they didn't fuck up nothing, dude. They were very particular about their work. They got everything was just so, and they can tessellate the back of a fucking moving van. They did awesome, and they appreciated it, and they did it for $400, and that's half of what they wanted, or twice what they wanted.
Did you say tessellate?
Tessellate, like get everything, or like
Tetris, like you're going off Tetris.
Like you tessellate from one side to the other, and just get everything to fit.
I didn't know that I'd learn a word from you today. Like, of all the things I thought were going to fucking happen, learning a word from you isn't one of them.
And now it'll all fit together like pieces of a puzzle.
Listen, man, you teach people how to make math and teach new words in like 20 minutes, and I think that's
it's real life.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that about you,
yeah. You're a smart dude.
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I got a 32 in the math area of the ACT. I'm not a moron.
No, you're definitely smart.
Thank you.
You make me yeah. I got to, before the end of the year, if I pay for y'all's travel, will y'all come to Nashville and do an in-person show? And
we'll do it tomorrow, bro.
We'll do this shit in person.
We'll do it tomorrow.
I know, Rebel, you got
every day. This is all off the rip. This is just shit that popped into my head as we were sitting here.
Oh yeah.
Well, this is we're literally just talking out of my ass. Like I'm not even
easy money. Easy money.
And it makes way better in person, by the way. Like do it like not like there's a couple things that you don't pick up on until like afterwards, but this would be, even though as good as this is, 10 times better in person.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm perfect.
Do both of y'all do y'all drink?
I had to quit. See, it turns out when you quit crystal methamphetamine, you end up with various behavioral issues. And so I've been on this mental health journey since then.
That's awesome.
And it turns out one of the medicines they put me on does not like alcohol, and that's what it is. That's why I keep doing this ignorant shit and wrecking cars, dumb shit. I just shouldn't. I get it's a mess.
I drank so much, man, from the time I was a teenager and through my 20s. And then the hangover started to hurt more. And I also realized that weed is just so much better.
Yeah.
And so I just was like, why? I'll have a drink. I say I don't drink, but I'll have a drink. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go out of my way to go get drunk. I've been drunk, bro. I have fucking been drunk and done and forgotten so many stupid fucking things. Okay, like I've done enough of it, man. All right, I've partied with people and put them in the ground and everything else. I'm gonna smoke massive amounts of marijuana. If you want to do that, I'm all down. Okay.
Do you two want
to get out of it?
Our end of the year show, which I host Riders Rounds in Nashville at a big bar, and our end of the year show is November the 8th. Y'all let me know if you're free, if you will. I'll put y'all on the thing as a co-show host, and y'all can get up there with us.
Bet.
November 8th. Yeah, y'all let me know when we get done with this, like y'all schedule.
Well, I'll get with my assistant. I'll get in my BlackBerry real quick.
Yeah, I'll see if that'll link here.
Yeah. I just watched
my Palm Pilot real quick.
I just watched a fucking movie about that. It was so stupid. But anyway, y'all drop your social media real fast. We're gonna get off here. That's good because we're gonna do another one. If it sucked, I was gonna let it go a little bit longer, but this is good enough to where let's do one in fucking person. Let's give the people what they really are gonna want after this shit.
Oh yeah.
So tell them all your social media shit real fast. Y'all take turns, and we'll go get high and spend the rest of our day not on this motherfucker.
Go ahead, Tuck.
I'm Tuck Fard on TikTok. That's about it.
Okay.
That's about it.
That was wonderful.
Rebel the Scum on Rebel the Scum on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, on Snapchat, which is where the magic really happens. Okay, if you want to join the actual shit show where I can do whatever I want, it's not Rebel the Scum on Snapchat.
Before I ever worked in country radio, dude, I blew up on Snapchat. I don't have the same account as I had back then, but we used to do like,
mine got banned.
We used to do like Titty Tuesday, Hump Day, all this kind of shit. Yep. And then I went to work. Dude, I blew like fucking $100,000 almost on Snapchat, or from Snapchat in like 2 years. But when I went into radio, they told me I couldn't do it no more, and I was like, I'd much rather have this job now. So I quit doing it.
At the peak, before my old Snapchat got banned, I used to do this thing. I try to do it every now and then called Nudes for Vets.
Yeah.
So like somebody who followed me on Snapchat who was a veteran or active or whatever would message me, and I'm like, all right, cool. Every Sunday it would be Nudes for Vets Day. So I post whoever the vet was, and any women who followed me who would like to bless that veteran and thank him for his or her service with pictures of their titties, snatch, or dirt star, were able to do so. And it really was just it was a fun thing we did. Got to where we did it with like first responders and stuff. We got to where we did nudes for first responders, and I had a couple nurses ask for dick pics a couple times. So I was like, all right, cool. All right, I'll put you on there. Like just a fun shit show, man. Just a fun shit show.
All right,
rules make fun, not fun. Okay.
There you go. All right, boys. Well, we will definitely get y'all to a in-person show. Y'all are too good. And y'all, please go look up their content. Go download all their shit. Share their shit. Really dive in these boys. They're fucking hilarious.
One more plug before I go. Before I came on a couple weeks ago, Josh, I think you knew me, the Regulators.
Oh, yeah, my boys.
Greg Runge, Justin Danger Nunley came out for a part, and him and I, everybody said the scenes between him and I are going to be just, like, it was so fucking funny, just me and him going back and forth. Extinction Level Event is a mini series me and a bunch of your favorite TikTokers have been working on for years now. We finally got it wrapped up. The first part of the mini series we wrapped end of last month. Jeremy Littell, They Call Me Toby, Greg Runge, Justin Danger Nunley, me, the Regulators, Actually by the Desert. I mean, All kinds of fucking people came out for this. And if you want to see us act stupid and kill zombies, just follow ELE miniseries on social media.
Fuck yeah. Hey, when y'all get done with this, y'all do me a favor. I'll text both of y'all. But I need y'all to make a TikTok today, too. Don't let me forget. Saying that y'all were on the show. And then I can share both of y'all stuff.
Bet.
There we go. All right, folks. Well, thank each and every one of y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for making the show what it is. And go check out all of our sponsors at the beginning of the episode. And I will see you some bitches later. Love you.
Later.
Peace.